Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Glover and I'm coming to you from lovely Eagle Lake in Racine County in Wisconsin, a little bit south of the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. I work for U.S. Bank and have for many years, and some practices at U.S. Bank are the basis for my Thesaurus. So a little bit of background first about U.S. Bank. In case you don't know, it is the 5th largest commercial bank in the country. We operate in all 50 states, and we have about 70,000 employees, all of which are doing things a little bit differently, and thus the need for our better ways of working. Our better ways of working at U.S. Bank was developed as an enterprise-wide initiative that was really designed to help establish some consistent frontline management tools to give our employees some consistency and some ability to make their own decisions and really help us live what we call one of our core values, and that's to get better every day. So this program is owned and managed by the team that I manage called Sustainable Process Solutions, and we're working very hard to get those 70,000 people all on the same page. So the goals of our program: first of all, we want to have consistent and effective frontline management tools that are deployed. We want to have increased employee engagement, customer satisfaction, and productivity. And any of you who have ever used a bank, you know customer satisfaction can be a problem. And we want to help ourselves grow by shrinking. So get smaller to get bigger is kind of our theme with Better Ways of Working. So some details about the Thesaurus. First of all, it has 3 facets, each that has its own hierarchy, which you are going to see in just a minute. I used both literary and user warrant. Since this is an evolving program, I was able to go to our SharePoint site to get the terms that I wanted to use, thus the literary warrant. However, because it's evolving and we're using this on a day-to-day basis, and quite frankly it's changing all the time, I also engaged some of my colleagues to give me 50 terms about better ways of working, compared those, and came up with the best 50 that I could find for this program. I also did a lot of pre-coordinating of terms, and that was very necessary because of the nature of what we're doing. The idea is for us to use the same language, and a lot of times we use these pre-coordinated terms as part of our vernacular, or part of what we talk about and want everybody to talk about the same way. So that's why it was pre-coordinated. A little bit about how it works. So about our structure, I mentioned Sustainable Process Solutions. So SBS has a lot going on. We are just talking about a little corner of the world over here. But process consulting, and that is my best effort at drawing a circle, so please do not laugh, and program management really are the bigger 2 programs. Better Ways of Working, where we're concentrating, is really the smaller piece. But I wanted you to see how it fit in. So here's the ontology out here, and you'll see the 3 facets: the continuous improvement practices, the deployment, and the value. This is the actual tools, this is how we deliver it, this is what it delivers back to us, thus the 3 facets. I will have to say that this is the 3rd redesign of the Thesaurus, because I was always going too broad, and now I've narrowed it down to something that's much more meaningful and usable, but it really doesn't look at all like what I started with. So I want to thank our illustrious professor for guiding me through this process. If you'd like to see it in a different format, there's Appendix B in text. And for that, thank you for listening, and I hope to see you all in another class very soon.